Satnam. My name is Guru Fatha Singh and I'm a teacher of Kundalini Yoga. Today I'm going to share with you the Mool Mantra of Guru Nanak. Mool means root and a mantra. Man means a consciousness, tra means a vibration, right? And so the Mool Mantra means the fundamental basis, basic understanding of what a human being is and particularly what they can be. Mool Mantra comes at the beginning of Guru Nanak's composition, the Japji Sahib. It becomes at the beginning of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib. It has a very primary importance. It's located in a very primary kind of way to indicate that. To my understanding, it's often misinterpreted. Usually it starts off something like, there is but one God, as though we don't like polytheism. It's such a terrible, terrible thing. We want to make a statement right off the bat. No more polytheists. Well, I don't think that's what it's about. I really don't. Ik means one. Om means creator. Kar means creation. I love my teacher's version of this, Yogi Bhajan. He gave it a human flavor, made it relevant. And basically, these are the qualities of a saint, a self-realized person. I'll leave the theology out of it. Because theology doesn't really help you unless you're a professional theologian. You know, I'm a human being. I like things that I can get my head around that can work for me. So ik means one, om means creator, kar means creation. What does that mean? Let there be oneness between the creator and the creation. Or see oneness between the creator and the creation. Now we can talk macrocosm and look around and see the ocean, and see the sky, and see the mountains, and see the earth, and say, wow, something pretty amazing made all this. You know, and be grateful. Even when there's a tidal wave, and there's an earthquake, and there's a volcano, still be grateful. See there's a loving creator behind all this. You know, in our culture, we're a little weird about that, because we say, you know, an act of God, it's always a bad thing. We don't believe God does nice things like hugs. No, that's not an act of God. But anyway, so that's the macrocosmic vision. But I'm going to deal mostly microcosmic, human. And so for me, I say there's oneness between the creator and the creation. It means let there be oneness between me and my life. Let me embrace my life. Let me live without regret. Let me live with my heart. Right? Satnam, next word, Satnam means true. Sat means real, true. Nam means identity. It means be true to yourself. So who are you? Well, you're somebody very, very wonderful. Somebody kind. I think when you were 3 years old, you were playful, you felt very sure of yourself, you had no self-doubt. You know, time sometimes hardens us. We become hard, resentful, but that's not your true self. You know, when you're traumatized, you're fearful, that's not you. You're depressed. No. Sometimes we're just beside ourselves. So find that beautiful self that when you just wake up in the morning and you have a smile, despite all the challenges in your life, you smile and you're looking forward. Be that self. Satnam. Be true to yourself. Karta Purk. Karta Purk. It means you are a being, a Purk, Pursha, and you're doing by your nature. You're activist. So don't shrink from activity when activity is called for. Do the right thing, right? Unless it takes courage, do the right thing. If it's the last thing you do the right thing. That's the formula for a happy and successful life. Infrastructure required. Nirbo means fearless. Nirvair means revengeless. They're a pairing. So it means fear nothing. What's the worst thing can happen? We can suffer. We can be rejected. Guru Nanak was rejected. I've been rejected. Everybody gets rejected for good reasons and bad reasons. But pain happens. We experience pain in our yoga class. Stick up your arm until it's not so comfortable anymore. We develop resilience. The word for that is tapasya, strength, inner strength. So find your inner strength. Cultivate your inner strength. And then don't fear anymore. Nirvair means have a big heart. Don't take vengeance on people. People do dumb things. But it doesn't mean that you have to be the policeman and take revenge on them. You know, a mean person, they kill themselves. Their actions destroy them. So just get out of their way and let them do what they want to do. If they don't want to learn any better. Akal Murat. Murat means a rendering, like a piece of art. And in this case, we're talking about our body as a rendering, as an embodiment, as an incarnation of the timeless spirit. Wow. So at that point, when you understand that, then start treating your body with respect. Feed yourself like a god or a goddess, and clean and turn on the power. A lot of these temples don't have the power on, so empower your body. We do that through Kundalini Yoga, right? Get up early in the morning, have a cold shower. All these things are very empowering. So, Akal Murat. You're living in a temple. Don't even have to go anywhere. Live in your temple. Akal Murat. Ajuni. We have the word yoni. Those of you who study Sanskrit, yoni means the womb. Yoni lingam. So juni comes from yoni, and ajuni means your spirit is a transcendent spirit. You know, this time we were born from our mother, but this spirit has been born so many times, and it's not bound by flesh. It's a timeless spirit, and the way it goes is if you don't learn your lesson, then you get born again. And if you don't learn your lesson, you know. But the mothers, God bless them, through their compassion, through their grace, and the dads too. You know, they welcome us into their homes and help us when we're small, when we've been belittled by time and space, so we can grow. Ajuni. Seba. Seba means self-existent. So that's a important thing to remember. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, all the great masters, they did not exist to please people or even to please the priests. You know, Seba means please your perfect self, not your emotions, not your senses, but please your soul. Let your soul be pleased. Rise and celebrate your soul, decorate your soul, dress your soul. Seva. Because at the end of the movie of your life, your soul has to be happy. You have to be happy in a deep and fundamental way with your life. Or, time to repeat. Right? Seva. Gur Prasad. Gur Prasad. Prasad means grace. Blessing of the teacher, Gur Prasad. And you know what? If you do all of those things, you become Gur Prasad. You become a teacher, you become a blessing in people's life, and you experience the essence of sweetness, Prasad, or Prasad, if you like. How do you do that? Well, you do it through ingraining and constant practice, constant repetition. The next word is jap. Jap means repeat, recite, again and again, because our mind, fickle mind, tends to wander from its course. Like the jet planes that go from Toronto to Vancouver, Toronto to Moscow, wherever they go, their course is recalibrated every few minutes, recalibrated, because things get blown off course. Same thing with us. Ad such, jugad such, heavy such, nanak hosi be such. So jap, ad such means true, be authentic. In fact, we were authentic. As authentic as we could afford to be at the very beginning, as far back as you could remember. I remember when I was a boy, I liked cowboys, and after a while I liked Indians, so pirates after a while, because they have beards and turbans. I didn't know about yogis and Sikhs, but at each stage we're being as authentic as we can. We may still be hurting people, we may be hurting ourselves, we may be deluded, but slowly we're waking up, slowly, by the grace of what exists, the good in ourselves. Ad such, jugad such means true, such, through all the times and the ages and all the phases of life. Happy such means let's be true right now. It's a promise. Ad such, jugad such, happy means also happy such. Now is the time we've been waiting for. Right? This is the important time. This is magical, right now. Let the past be past. Maybe you've broken vows and you've strayed and you've done all kinds of nonsense. Now is the time. Be now. Be true. Be real. Now. And Nanak, God bless Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he added another line. He said, Nanak hosi be such. It's his, put a seal on it, and he made it as a promise to himself. He said, Nanak hosi be such. Oh Nanak, I promise that I shall forever be authentic. I shall forever be real. I will be true to myself. And when I say to my students, I say, you can personalize it, add your own name to it. Patricia ho si be such, Tom ho si be such, whatever the case may be. And make it a promise to yourself. Yourself, right? I lived a long time ago, far away. Make it personal and make that your Mool Mantra. I hope you enjoy this Mool Mantra. We give it some thought, beautiful food for thought. It's a deep mantra, it's an empowering mantra. And if we can live with that kind of a root, how can we have problems? We become an asset to ourselves and to the world around us. Thank you very much for joining me in my Mool Mantra. Satnam.